wanted to change the little. Okay, so no. What would happen was, I don't think a lot of people. Well, I know. In fact, even I'm not sure marine architect understand some of it. You start getting faster than the waves. You know, like most vessels are deep draft. How we doing?
Good.
Okay, deep draft vessels, and they, you know, the waves will go up, push them up, then they'll bring them back down, push them up, bring it back down. This vessel would go faster than the waves, so I could corner the waves, I could fly over the tops. There'd be, as long as I didn't go head first into those waves, I'd be okay. Well, we're coming up on the first trip with the out dives.
You weren't supposed to go ahead first?
No, you don't want to plow under waves.
Oh, that's what we had to do on some of our Coast Guard members.
Yeah, but they're a deep draft.
It would tip us into the trough. Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. See, they would not even, the Coast Guard, when you start going faster than waves, the ocean stands still. And you pit, and you can go up and over the top of the wave.
You see? More control?
Yeah, oh yeah. A lot of control. And then what I would do is I would go down the face of these, I would corner
40 footers?
just like a surfboard. And the reason we know they were 40 footers is because the boat was 36 and we're looking down the wave. And they're not like curling ones. These are like big ocean swells after the storm. Because we had to sit on a storm in, you ever heard of Pelican? This is why I know fish eat poop. In Pelican, Alaska, they may have changed it now.
Where is it?
Pelican? Down, you know where Icy Strait is? You know where Glacier Bay is?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Is it the Lynn Canal?
Lynn Canal, yeah, that area, right? And we went to, this was Dale, this story. I'll tell you Dale was a character too, because he's now in Arizona, but there's a guardrail down at the Grand Canyon, because before, it's like, you know that story about like throwing a frisbee over the side of a cliff or something, and the dog jumps out and it's gone, you know?
Everybody's gone. I mean, the dog's gone, the frisbee's gone.
Yeah, but he didn't throw a frisbee. The dog actually saw a bird or something flying at his eye level, and it was close to the edge, so the dog went to jump at the bird.
The party was over for the dog.
The dog went over. They never found the dog. So now there's a guard there that keeps the dog like glass, and they did something to promote it because they were sickened by that. But that's older, that stuff there. But anyhow, we had gone up the inside. We started in Anacortes. We went up the Queen Charlotte Strait. We ran over logs. Both the outdrives are going back. Boom. You hear the logs going underneath the vessel. Blum, 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 blum. Huh?
They were logs that were broke out of a raft or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were 20, 40, you know, like, in fact, one time the storm up there, the vessel was carrying 2x4s from one of the mills. It went and sank, and all the 2x4s ended up all on the shore. And this was after one of those storms, and they had those logs there.
Right.
So we went over a couple of them. There's some pins on the back of your outboard. Busted both of those off.
Shear pins.
Well, no, that's on the prop. These were to make it so it would be able to have a place to come down and rest instead of always being on hydraulics. So snap those babies. You could set the trim pin, because not everybody has the automatic, and we had made a trim tab. So there's a, you know, but we went up and we ran over and tore those things off. And we go through the different storms, but we ended up in Pelican for 7 days for this storm.
Waiting out the storm.
Waiting out the storm. And this is how I know fish eat poop. Because Pelican is built on a wharf with pilings, and up at Pelican there's
a cannery there.
Yeah, Pelican Seafoods. And I don't know if I think it's still there, but they, at the time, when you'd go to the bathroom, you just had a toilet that would drop.
Right in the ocean.
And I got a book somewhere where I took the pictures of the salmon eating little turds, because what happened, it dropped down into the water. The high tide's about 12 feet. And it would then come in and take it all out. Well, the salmon just eat that. But anyway, we stayed there for the 7 days. There's a hot springs there around the corner, and there's steam rooms, and there's Rosie Take Your Pants Off, Let's Have a Party bar. Oh, crazy town of Pelican. That's like she owned it.
Going?
She had 10 kids. No, we're not.
Is that bar in that town still going?
I think she's probably, that was 1970. Oh, the Pelican's still there. I don't know if Rosie Take Your Pants Off, Let's Have a Party bar is still there. But the town sure is there. And I think they made it so that they had to have a sewer system. They can't just dump their poop into the bay. But we stayed there 7 days and we start to leave. Well, the storm's still going out. We go and look. We go like, let's not go back to Pelican again. We got our food and everything and enough fuel. We had 6 barrels of avgas. We ran our
Strapped to the main deck.
Strapped to the main deck. We would run those outboards on avgas. 100.
Didn't burn them up.
Nope, didn't burn them up at all. Well, in fact, we
Was that mixed gas or 4-cycle engine?
It was 100 octane, and then we would have your old 90 whatever. We'd make a nice mixture, but that would just and it never hurt the engines. What had happened to those after you ever hurt those engines, it was because you would undersize your prop and it wouldn't go fast enough. Okay. Well, we didn't go out, but we decided, Glacier Bay's on the other side. We went to Glacier Bay. There's no one there. The lodge is open.
What time of year?
May. This is May 1980.
Before the cruise ships.
Oh yeah. Before the cruise ship. Yep. I don't know if the cruise ships came in at the time. I think it was. Were the cruise ships coming in up in May in 81? Okay. Well, they wouldn't be there. And the guys that really controlled the lodge went over to Gustavus. That's a little town. Gustavus. Flew over there, and that's the only way you could get in and out unless you had a boat. So we went and took the vessel, put her there, parked it, went up, saw that we could have stole anything, but we would never do that. But there's like artifacts in that. It was just like a lodge, Huh?
In the cannery?
No, there's no cannery there. This was the lodge, Glacier Lodge, Glacier Bay Lodge. Okay. And so there's all the keys and we're tired of sleeping in the boat. We just went and checked ourselves in, kind of. We didn't fill out any paperwork. But we grabbed the key, went and stayed in one of the rooms over there. Got a room, yep. The lights were on and everything, and it was
left a few bucks.
Oh, it was cool. So we stayed there, and we slept, and it was kind of like getting up, and we hear these workers out there, so we kind of go like, oh, well, we better sneak out of there. And we did. We went and put our keys back, and we kind of made the beds, but they weren't have all the sheets on yet, so we just used our sleeping bags. But so they may never have known we were even there, except they had to see our boat, but they might not have, because if you flew in, you wouldn't have no reason to go down to the dock. So we went and left that day. Then we start heading up the Gulf.
Across the Gulf of Alaska.
Across the Gulf of Alaska.
So you came back out of the Lynn Canal. You went past Juneau and you went back up.
Yep. Then we started heading. Well, that time we didn't go. The Lynn Canal, that may be the Chatham Straits that I'm in now. I understand.
I don't think you can go out the top of the Lynn Canal.
No. Oh, you can, but you'll get stuck if you. And we would always say, a sailor that ain't been around, ain't been aground, ain't been around. We were aground 7 times. We always would go aground.
Well, the tides run away from you.
Right. Well, we were there right by, as you're going by that little canal at the end, there's like a little sluway. Goes right by the airport. And we'd watch.
It's on the way to Daihi.
Is it? But it was right by the airport, and it had the planes are landing there. And of course, the tide goes out, and we're stuck for 6 hours, and then it comes back in. And then we headed out, and we went. That's where we headed over to Pelican. That's when we went to Glacier Bay.
And your whole idea was you're going to bring the boat up to do some commercial
Shrimp fishing. Shrimp fishing. That's shrimp fishing. Yeah. So anyhow, we do the shrimp. We go across the Gulf of Alaska. There's Lituya Bay. You know Lituya Bay? It's had the. Never heard of Lituya Bay? Lituya Bay. Look that up on your Google. L-I-T-Y. T-Y-L-A. Lituya. Y-A might be L-I-T-Y-A. Lituya Bay. It had more than once. They have up on the side of the hill where a tsunami hit the side of the hill, 1,728 feet up the side of the hill, up Serial. And then they went and what happened was a rock slide had come down to that bay during one of the earthquakes in the 50s. One boat rode it out, another boat didn't because it just raised it up. But that thing smashed when it went down. It went just pushed the water up to the other side.
What year that was?
What's that? Or the Chevy?
Any idea what year it was?
Oh, 55, 54, 53. There's some.
You believe there's a Chevy dealer out in the middle of the water here?
Yeah, but they're not open. They could change our oil.
It's hard to believe. Up in Illinois.
How's our fuel?
At a half tank.
How many more? There was. We didn't see it.
Illinois up here pretty good.
Should we just top it off and not worry? No.
I don't think so. I think we got less than 100 plows.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking of is if we could find some ultra low sulfur, that might help us.
We got less than 100
There's a train
plows.
track going down there.
You're much likely to find it in Thunder Bay than you will.
You can smell it. It smells like someone farted, but that's the paper mill, I think.
Probably better.
Do you smell that? It smells like Tacoma.
Sulfur.
Sulfur, is that what it is? Here's Shell. Whoa, now let's see.
I want to know. Look for a sign. I want to know how many kilometers it is to Thunder Bay. It's got to be what, around 100, 150?
Oh, we'll have to find out because we do not want to. We want to make sure that we can go. There's some secret ways. This old trucker told me. So that's why I bought this
we
book.
gotta go all the way to Thunder Bay? Remember I showed you on the map there was another route north before Thunder Bay that might tie into what highway we looking for?
I'm gonna have to get my book out. Oh, there's a motel here. This isn't Thunder Bay. What is this place? Stop in and find out. You know, we're not too proud to ask for directions. We're not?
No, we don't need to.
I know, but if we mix the ultra.
No.
Well, I know.
More like we have. I mean, if you want, we can top it off.
Well, look and see if it's got the. I would rather top it off than worry. It's especially if it says ultra. Does it say ultra low?
This is your department.
Okay. I'm gonna look and see. I'll give you the. Because people need to know this.
I don't want to stretch anyway.
Okay. All right. Anyhow, I'll tell the rest of the story about Lituya Bay.
Did you go past Yakutat?
Oh yeah, the people.
go into
See, people that
Yakutat?
saw us in Pelican then saw us in Yakutat, and they were the ones that told us you guys are going to be crab bait, driving that little boat. Because I had the 40 pots on front of the vessel. It was 36 feet side stack. So we were looking
A
through.
little heavy up front. You
No.
couldn't get that on step.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we
With
could.
all that weight on the front?
Oh yeah. No, I'm not kidding. Oh, well, let's see. We want to look and see if this is ultra. I'm going to go around this way. Blowing out here. See what scares me about this? What? It doesn't say ultra low. Let's go in there. It says that biodegrees. Yeah, kind of. Let's go and we don't need to get it here if it's not the ultra low kite, and I don't see it. I'm gonna go ask him. No smoking. Okay. Anyhow, no cell phone use between here, but I'm not using the cell phone. I'm using the camera. But it's a nice place. This is what it looks like.